For over 4 decades, Dragon Ball has remained one of the most enduring forces in anime and manga history. From Goku's first Kamehameha to the climactic battles of Dragon Ball Z and the modern spectacle of Dragon Ball Super, the franchise has gone through countless evolutions. But with the passing of Akira Toriyama in 2025, the creator who breathed life into every transformation, rivalry, and resurrection, it's time to face a difficult truth. Dragon Ball ended with him. Fans have been eagerly awaiting the return of the Dragon Ball Super manga, particularly to witness the long-hyped Black Frieza saga. Yet without Toriyama's vision guiding the journey, that enthusiasm may be misplaced. The manga's most recent chapter, Chapter 103, offered a surprisingly fitting send-off, centered not around a universe-ending threat, but a wholesome sparring match between the major Saiyan characters. It was lighthearted, symbolic, and grounded in the family bonds that define the franchise. Do we truly need more? The unfinished business fans can't let go. There's no denying that Dragon Ball Super left many threads hanging. The superhero saga brought some narrative highs: Gohan's return to form, Pan's training, and Piccolo's evolution, but it didn't touch on Black Frieza, nor did it resolve the long-teased ascension of Goku and Vegeta beyond the gods. Fans want closure. They want Frieza's arc concluded, Beerus to finally be surpassed, and the timeline to sync up with the end of Dragon Ball Z. But if Super has taught us anything, it's that these stories don't necessarily bring satisfying conclusions. Despite exploring multiverse battles and divine power scaling, the recent arcs haven't meaningfully shifted the status quo. In fact, Super has often sidestepped its own world-building, leaving pivotal characters like Broly, and the next-gen Saiyans underutilized or forgotten. Super was never meant to be the next Z. Popularity doesn't always mean quality. While Dragon Ball Super captured a new generation of fans and delivered some iconic moments, it often felt like a franchise chasing its past rather than charting a future. Toriyama contributed, yes, but he wasn't writing the story. Toei Animation and Toyota were. And without his core storytelling, Super lacked the emotional depth and character evolution that made Z resonate. It was fun. It was flashy. But it wasn't necessary. Where Z crafted meaningful arcs and emotional stakes, from Gohan's coming of age to Vegeta's redemption, Super leaned heavily on nostalgia and spectacle. Many arcs wrapped up without consequence. Characters reverted to their old selves. Development was rare. And now, without Toriyama's voice to add occasional charm or depth, it's hard to imagine any future Dragon Ball arc recapturing even a fraction of what came before. A wholesome farewell, if you let it be one. The end of the Dragon Ball Super anime offered its own quiet farewell, Goku and Vegeta sparring once more, echoing their rivalry from the beginning. The manga, too, closed for now, with a charming moment of family, Goku and Gohan finally sparring, Pan heading home from school, and the extended Saiyan family training together. These moments, though understated, speak volumes. They may not tie every loose end, but they embody the soul of Dragon Ball: growth, legacy, and lighthearted heroism. Even Toriyama's final contribution, Dragon Ball Daima, felt like a personal closing note. It wasn't perfect, but it was distinctly his. Now that he's gone, the question becomes not what's next, but should there be a next? A future without more Super. Letting Super end doesn't mean Dragon Ball has to disappear. The franchise thrived during the 2000s without new anime episodes. Iconic video games like Budokai Tenkaichi, remastered series like Dragon Ball Z Kai, and small fanservice specials like Yo! Son Goku and His Friends Return kept the brand alive without forcing new canon. Moving forward, Dragon Ball could take a similar path, enhancing its legacy rather than rewriting it. Imagine high-quality remakes of the original series, a focus on storytelling through video games, or even carefully crafted specials that celebrate the world Toriyama built, without the pressure of pushing forward a story that may never live up to its origins. It's time to say goodbye with gratitude. Fans will always want more Dragon Ball. That desire is understandable. But the series has always been cyclical, often ending without tying every thread and returning years later with mixed results. Now, with its creator gone, it's time to accept that the story may have already found its final chapter. Let the adventures of Goku and his friends live on in memories, in timeless episodes, in games, and in the hearts of millions. But let Dragon Ball Super rest. Because Dragon Ball didn't just end with Toriyama. It belongs with him,